Have you ever felt like someone could see right through you, tapping into your deepest fears and desires, manipulating them to their own advantage? It's an unsettling feeling, isn't it? Imagine living in a world where your very emotions are like a toy in someone's hands, and they wield them like a master illusionist. They wear countless masks, each designed with one goal: to draw you in, gain your trust, use you, and then discard you without a second thought. This isn't some exaggerated plot from a science fiction movie or a twisted tale from a thriller novel. No, this is the reality from many people who've crossed paths with someone suffering from narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissism is not just about being self-centered or arrogant. It's about something much deeper and darker. It's about the manipulation of emotions, the calculated use of charm to control others, and the creation of a false self that is designed to maintain dominance over the people around them. But what if I told you that you don't have to be a passive player in this game? What if I told you that you have the power, the unshakable strength within you, to stay unaffected, to see through their illusions, and to maintain your authenticity no matter how many masks they wear? Today, we're going to dive deep into the world of narcissistic manipulation, but this isn't just about exploring the dark tactics these individuals use. We'll also shine a light on how Stoicism, the ancient philosophy of resilience, virtue, and inner peace, can be your guide. It will help you not just to understand the mechanisms of manipulation, but to build a mental fortress that allows you to remain grounded in your truth, no matter what external forces try to knock you off balance. So stay with me, because this video isn't just about insight. It's about empowerment. It's about reclaiming control over your own emotions, your own responses, and your own life. If you've ever felt bewildered, diminished, or lost because of someone else's deceit, then this video will offer you not only understanding, but a clear path forward, a way to stand firm in your authenticity and protect your inner peace. Now, think for a moment about how chilling it is to realize that someone could be so adept at reading and manipulating your emotions. It's almost as if they're a sophisticated system of technology, a high-tech cloud of nanobots, constantly scanning, adapting, and shifting to meet their needs. These individuals don't need advanced technology to manipulate. They already possess a skill set that allows them to do it intuitively. Their ability to read people, to understand their weaknesses, and to morph their personalities to meet the desires of their audience is almost uncanny. They're not just putting on a single mask, they have an entire collection, each one designed to elicit the response they want at any given moment. Imagine that in this emotional game, you could have a shield, a form of mental armor that renders you impervious to the scans and manipulations. That's exactly what Stoicism gives you. It teaches you to focus on what you can control and to let go of what is beyond your power. The power of Stoicism lies not in avoidance or suppression, but in understanding. It shows you that, while the narcissist may change their masks to adapt to each situation, you don't need to play by their rules. Stoicism helps you remain grounded in your own sense of self, your virtues, and your inner strength. Narcissists crave validation from others. They need it to maintain their inflated sense of self-worth. But you, through the practice of Stoicism, can learn to navigate this behavior with clarity and calm. Stoicism teaches you to detach from the emotional chaos created by others. It helps you build resilience against external circumstances, allowing you to stay centered even in the face of manipulation. Narcissists have an uncanny ability to make you feel unstable. They are masters at creating confusion, drama, and emotional chaos. They push your buttons with precision, knowing exactly how to provoke you, how to make you question your own reality, and how to make you feel like you're losing your balance. It's easy to get caught up in their drama, to react impulsively to their provocations, and to lose sight of your own emotional stability. But this is where the wisdom of Stoicism comes in. Stoicism doesn't simply offer a defense against emotional manipulation, it empowers you. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what is within our control and what lies beyond it. While you cannot control the narcissist's behavior or their insatiable need for attention, you have complete control over your reactions. You can decide how to respond. And the best part, you can respond thoughtfully, with reason and clarity, rather than being swept away by the narcissist's emotional storm. When you practice Stoicism, you learn to anchor yourself in your own values. You realize that your self-worth doesn't depend on the approval or validation of others. It's rooted in your own character. The narcissist might be constantly changing shapes, seeking validation from everyone around them, but you remain grounded, unshaken. Your sense of self is not determined by their actions or words. It's determined by the principles you choose to live by. Let's think about a situation many of us have experienced: the discovery of a betrayal. Imagine being in a relationship with someone for years, building dreams, sharing secrets, and creating a future together, only to find out that the person you trusted the most has been living a double life. It feels like a punch to the gut. It's a plot twist you didn't see coming, and it can leave you feeling lost, angry, and confused. In these moments, it's easy to spiral. The pain of betrayal can consume you. You might ask yourself why this happened, why they lied, and what you did wrong. But this is where Stoicism becomes invaluable. Stoicism doesn't deny the pain of betrayal. It teaches you how to manage it. It teaches you that while you can't control the actions of others, you can control your response. Rather than becoming consumed by anger, sadness, or frustration, Stoicism invites you to take a step back, to reflect, and to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? This shift in perspective is profoundly empowering. Instead of seeing yourself as a victim of their actions, you begin to see yourself as a student of life. You realize that their choices and betrayals are not a reflection of your worth. They are a reflection of their character. Their lies and deceptions are their burdens to bear, not yours. When you adopt this Stoic mindset, you stop letting their behavior define you. You reclaim your power. You choose to live with integrity, to stay true to your values, and to rise above the chaos they've created. You realize that you are not bound by their actions. You are free to live authentically, to align your life with your deepest principles, and to move forward with wisdom and peace. Stoicism teaches us to suspend immediate judgments and reactions. It encourages us to take a step back, to detach from the whirlwind of emotions that betrayal or manipulation can stir up, and to observe the situation with a sense of clarity and objectivity. This doesn't mean you become cold or indifferent. It simply means that you develop the ability to respond to situations with mindfulness rather than being swept away by your emotions. This is particularly important when dealing with narcissists. Their behavior often creates confusion and emotional turbulence, but by practicing Stoicism, you learn to see through their facades. You understand that their need for validation and their changing personas are not about you. They are a reflection of their own inner chaos. When you understand this, it becomes easier to detach emotionally and to respond from a place of wisdom. Narcissists wear masks to hide their true selves, but Stoicism teaches you to see through those masks. You no longer take their behavior personally. Instead, you see it for what it is, a defense mechanism, a way for them to deal with their own insecurities and lack of a coherent self. This understanding is liberating. It allows you to stop internalizing their actions and to maintain your sense of self, no matter how much they try to manipulate or provoke you. Imagine for a moment that you are in an environment where words aren't just words, but sharp weapons designed to penetrate your mind and reshape your perceptions. When you're dealing with a narcissist, conversation is never just conversation. Every interaction is a calculated move, an attempt to gain control over you, manipulate your emotions, and rewrite the narrative of who you are. They are masters in the art of distorting reality. Over time, you begin to question whether what you're experiencing is real, or if it's been shaped by the narrative they've constructed around you. This is one of the most powerful tactics of narcissists, the manipulation of your perception of reality, known as gaslighting. Gaslighting is an insidious form of psychological manipulation where someone makes you doubt your own sanity, your memories, and even your identity. They lie, distort facts, and somehow make you believe that the problem lies with you, not with their manipulative actions. And that's where many people get lost. They begin to question themselves, doubt their own instincts, and eventually lose trust in their own judgment. The mind, when bombarded repeatedly with these false narratives, starts to fail in distinguishing truth from lie. But what's crucial to understand here and what you must internalize in your journey toward resilience is that everything a narcissist does is an attempt to build a world where you are the problem and they are the victim. They thrive in this environment. They flourish in this distortion and manipulation. And yet, you can choose not to lose yourself in this cycle. You can choose not to be deceived, not to let your perceptions be distorted. This first and foremost requires a commitment to truth, your own truth. What narcissists cannot manipulate is your internal truth, that gut feeling you have about who you are, what your integrity is, and where your boundaries lie. And this is where the great strength of Stoic philosophy comes in. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our responses, our thoughts, our emotions. When someone tries to manipulate your perception of reality, Stoicism offers a powerful mechanism to keep you grounded in your own worldview. Unlike the narcissist who is constantly changing, the Stoic remains unwavering because their focus is on what is immutable: virtue, character, and clarity of thought. This doesn't mean you should become indifferent or unemotional to what's happening around you. No, it means that you develop the ability to respond with discernment, to question the motives behind every action, and to protect your mental space from any attempt at manipulation. When you practice Stoicism, you begin to feel stronger, more resilient to these control tactics. Every time a narcissist tries to distort the truth or manipulate a situation, you have the ability to observe without being swept away by the emotional storm they create. You begin to recognize their moves, see the patterns, and understand that it's not you who is at fault. It's them trying to fill an inner void within themselves, using you as a means to achieve that. The narcissist needs you to validate their fragile identity, to confirm that they are grandiose, perfect, and deserving of all the love and attention. But you don't need to sacrifice yourself for that validation. You can choose not to engage in their drama, not to be pulled into their web of lies. This is a monumental step toward emotional and psychological freedom. What many people don't realize is that when someone tries to manipulate your emotions, there's an emotional vulnerability being exploited. The narcissist knows this. They know exactly where to press, where to make you doubt yourself. They know your insecurity, your weak point, and that's exactly what they use to gain control. But Stoicism teaches that these insecurities are just illusions, concepts that can be overcome. The real power lies in the ability to be immune to these manipulations, to remain strong, aligned with your truth, and to protect your inner peace, no matter how hard someone tries to invade it. To live by these principles, the first step is self-awareness. The Stoic, unlike the narcissist, does not seek external approval for their identity. They understand that true strength comes from within, from a deep connection with their own values, with what is virtuous, and with the understanding that, in the end, what truly matters is how you respond to the world and the people around you, not what they do to you. This is true freedom, to live in alignment with who you are, not allowing others to rewrite the story of your life. And by doing this, you're not just protecting yourself, you're empowering yourself. You're creating a space where your truth can flourish, where your mental peace can deepen, and where the temptations of narcissistic manipulation simply have no power over you. So, every time a narcissist tries to distort your reality or use emotional manipulation, you'll be prepared. You won't be a victim of the game. You will be someone who chooses to play wisely, someone who stands firm in their truth. And in the end, that will make all the difference. The beauty of Stoicism is that it's not just a philosophy, it's a practical tool that you can apply in your everyday life. It's about small, daily practices that gradually build resilience. Start by noticing your reactions to minor irritations or provocations. Pay attention to the impulse to react emotionally, and then pause. Ask yourself, what would a Stoic do in this situation? The answer is often simple: observe, understand, and let go. These small practices of detachment and mindfulness help build a foundation of inner peace. They prepare you for bigger challenges, like dealing with narcissistic manipulation, by strengthening your ability to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity. And when you face these challenges, you'll find that your Stoic training has equipped you with the tools you need to protect your peace. You'll no longer be swept away by the chaos of others. You'll have the clarity to navigate difficult situations with grace and wisdom, without letting your emotions be manipulated or controlled by external forces. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want you to take a moment to reflect on these Stoic principles. Consider how you can apply them in your own life, especially when dealing with narcissistic behavior. Remember, the goal is not to change others, but to live your life grounded in wisdom, virtue, and peace. Thank you for joining me today. May the wisdom of Stoicism guide you through the challenges of life, empowering you to stay true to yourself, no matter what manipulative forces may come your way. If this video resonated with you, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. If you found this information helpful, there's more on the channel that can help you continue on your path to emotional resilience. Check out the next video for more insights into how you can master your inner peace and live an empowered life. Stay grounded, stay true to yourself, and remember, no one can take your peace unless you let them.